Good evening, guys. I decided to name this video Introduction Part 2 because I realized I left a lot of stuff out my first introduction, and I don't want nobody to waste their time, saying and get really mad and leave crazy stuff in the comment section. Even though I do urge you to be honest, if you don't like it, you know what I'm saying, or you don't like some points, feel free to let me know. I left out little things like my multiple personalities, which I like to call my alter egos. One is Jazz. She's just more caring than me. Free spirit, fun, loving, just a woman that I wish I could be, but society won't let me be. Because I just always feel like I have something to prove. And she's free, just like the woman that comes out when I get a little tipsy, real honest and just real calm and can tell you about your butt without, you know what I'm saying, losing a smile on her face, you know what I'm saying. But my other alter ego is Strawberry. He, yeah, he is the person that people tell me I act like because I guess they feel like who I am is not who I look like, on the outside. That's why he's a male. He's a gay male, as a matter of fact. And there's no offense to no LBGT, nobody. It's just me and who I am. But he's basically a hoe. Just the, like I said, like he's another person that I wish I could be like, but I'm just not. Like very irresponsible. He's very careless. You know what I'm saying? I guess he comes out when I drink too, but just drink a little too much. Like he'll go to bed without washing dishes. I would never do that because I don't like roaches and rodents and you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like I was raised in a day where you were a cook in the kitchen and a lady in the street. And you can't show your teeth to every guy you meet, and no offense to the ladies of this day. It's just, I don't see the need to conform. Like, I'm not the type of woman that live my life according to nobody else. Even if I do, let's say I like a gentleman, and I find out he like things a certain kind of way. If that coexists with how I live my life, it's going to remain a crush. And, I'm going to be crushing for life, and a gentleman told me one time that women go to the club to get dudes. And I thought that was crazy because, me and my friends don't do that. We go to the club to see what hairdos pop in to get drunk, have a good time, what shoes, what clothes people are wearing, you know what I'm saying? See what's going on in the city. I don't think I've ever took a dude home from the club, like ever, and I'm 35. I've never took a dude home from the club. I never had a one night stand either. Well, first time for everything. But the rest of that song goes, it's all right to be a little sweet, but be a mama with the kids and you know what in the sheets. Like I had that. I think that came out in the 70s and I was born in 82. So I had that pumping in my head my whole childhood. And even though I didn't really understand what it meant, it was like a rule. That's like the early Tupac and Biggie. Those are my biggest influences on my life. And when I tell guys that, they be like, I believe you because I'm just not like a regular woman. Like me and my friends had this running joke that it's fun to dress like a slut, which it is fun to dress like a slut. But I noticed that clothes is like a uniform. And if you dress a certain kind of way, people are going to treat you, you know what I'm saying, like you dress. So I scaled it back. I'm still me. It's still fun to dress like a slut. And when I get his gut under control, I'm going to start dressing like a slut again. But yeah, it's just, I guess, the mind frame that goes with it. Because even though back in the day, I would get tried. But it's like now the mentality that I have, it's like, I don't see it. Like a lot of people that's not on my wavelength, they see it as mean mugging, but real recognize real. So they just be like, yeah, she ain't in my league. And I don't even think it's a dime type thing because I'm a humble 8. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going for, I'm a humble 8. And at the same time, I've don't think I've ever been mistaken for a dime, probably over the phone, even when I was, you know what I'm saying, pimp tight in the body department. I think I've ever been mistaken for a dime because I feel like a man's version of a dime piece is something that he can acquire. Means something he can obtain, he can get and have for himself. And I don't think I've ever been viewed like that. Even in long-term relationships, guys tell me the problem is that I think I'm the man. I want to be the man. And it's not that. It's just that this society has a different way of viewing stuff. Like, I don't want to say I get information from my ancestors. I'm going to just say I'm a strong believer of going with my heart. And if I wake up with, you know what I'm saying, a way or something like a mission on my heart, I'm going to pray on it and I'm going to complete that mission or whatnot, like no matter what it is. And gentlemen nowadays are just used to women doing what they want to do, throwing around some bills and doing what they want to do. And I've never been the type of woman that can be bought. I can't be bought. I can't be leased. I can't be rented. Like, no matter how broke I am, you know, which back in the day I was baller, but and I had a very bad ego. Like, I was talking to a friend and I was just telling them how I used to do dudes, and they're like, you hard, you heartless. It's like, I didn't see it that way because even though I got on my shorts and I got the girls sitting nice and, you know what I'm saying, that don't mean it's not nothing up here. That don't mean that this don't stand for something. You know what I'm saying? This is just like how I like to dress. And that's why I quit the whole uniform. But at the same time. Oh, another point I wanted to make. The song. Like the Lord put a song on my heart. Like hourly sometimes. That depends what I'm going through. But I will be recommending a daily song. And it's not really for you to vibe to, which it'll be nice for you to vibe to. But I'm into a lot of older music, like music that teaches you things and music that uplift you, you know what I'm saying? So I'll be recommending a daily song just for you to play, and you youngsters, you can Google it, just to listen to the words of it. You don't necessarily have to enjoy it, just sit back and listen to the words. And the song The song of the day today is Betty Wright, No Pain. Just listen to the song, mostly for my ladies. And gentlemen, you know, you youngsters, you listen to it too, because like everybody won't, and that's what tripped me out, everybody won't the thought and everybody want the hoe, but you talk so bad about her. You view her so bad. You would never take her home to your mama. But then again, that's what you want in your life. You know what I'm saying? Ladies, you have to think about that. And another thing that confused me too. How y'all call, like, you want head, right? Every man love head. But what's the worst influence you can give another person? You know what I'm saying? When you mad at her, what you call her? Besides a hoe and a bee and all that other stuff. You call her a dick sucker. How you gonna insult somebody with something that you like that? Stuff like that just, you know what I'm saying? If you can help me out, drop a comment. You know what I'm saying? Help you girl out. I just want to understand. I thought for a long time that I was a feminist. And that's because I was blinded again, and I was under the impression that, oh, men is trying to keep women down. They wrong. We strong. We need to lift up. But stepping back, watching the game, because I played the game for years. Stepping back, just watching the game, watching what was going on. Ladies, we allowed them to do that. We give them the power to F over our lives and to cheat on us. Because really, if you love that man, and he stepped outside of your boundaries of respect, the best thing you could do for him, oh, let me rephrase that. The worst thing you could do to him, let him go. Let him go. And I hate it when women let the man go and he changed for a week, and then you see, oh, he is doing better. Oh, he ain't messing no. Oh, he missed me. He do love me. Yeah, but what are you worth? Are you worth this temporary straighten up, or are you worth a real straighten up? Because if you leave him, if this man really love you, he will straighten up. But then again, if he haven't learned his lesson, he gonna stray right back to his old ways. If you leave him alone in enough, like, I ain't gonna say a year, but just me, I'm a goal-oriented person. Put a time limit on him. I'll say 4 months. If that man can be everything you want him to be without y'all living together, without y'all sleeping together, without y'all being together, you answering his texts on the money, you talking to him every day, if he can be that without y'all being close like that, that's when you attempt to step back in his life. I'll give him a date. Like, I guess I am a little hard. But yeah, that's when you attempt to step back in his life. But that all goes back to the original question. What are you worth? Got to ask yourself that. And men too. I hate to see, it's like in my city, the good men like hoes. And the good women like dogs. Like, really. Men, y'all got to stop letting y'allself be taken advantage of too. It's nice to have a dime piece on your arm. But when you working 18, 19 hours a day and your dime piece, somebody else dime piece all them hours, you got to think. And it's weird too because y'all never worried about diseases. That's what confused me so much. The last thing that's on y'all mind is a disease. That's what I'm petrified of. That's why, well, that's not why I don't fool around like that. Because women, we love with, well, not all the time. We don't have sex with our hearts. But still, I can't be this close to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Breathing their breath, sweat dropping in your mouth. And then you realize, I don't know you. I don't know nothing about you. I don't know your last name. I don't know your mama name. I don't know where you grew up. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that bothers me. It always has. Like, my friend used to ask me, why you gotta know all that stuff about a dude before you mess with him? Why you gotta know? I mean, I got pregnant at 14 with my first baby. And going to the hospital to them, oh, the father's family and do diabetes run in his family? Having no answer for all that question. It was embarrassing, yeah, but more importantly, learning how important that information is to the doctors to determine what's going on inside of your body for your child. But that jump was scary. You know what I'm saying? I just vowed to myself I'd never do no junk like that again. I had my second son. I still was only 19. Met him in Jacksonville Job Corps. Oh, just gave it away. But anyway, I knew everything about that fool. I think I even knew his social security number. Everything about that fool. I didn't know his daddy name. But I knew everything else about that fool. You know what I'm saying? But, hey, with time comes knowledge. You just got to be open to it. You can't go through all this crap and think that it wasn't for you to learn something else. You know what I'm saying? Because God is amazing like that. He really is. And he's gracious enough to let us live through all the bull crap. Because we are all in, well, if you over 25, you then, well, no, nowadays it's even younger. You think to yourself, ooh, I was supposed to been dead. Straight up, it is what it is. And I was born, and I grew up in the 90s. So, you know, we drive by, well, I was supposed to be dead. I remember one day we were sitting in our living room, and some junk had happened in the neighborhood. Police chased people up and down the street. We heard shooting, but it didn't sound close. The next morning, it was a gun hole in our window. And I was like, oh, man, like, what if somebody in here would have, you know, because, you know, your parents get on your nerves. You be like, boy, that can't happen to my parents, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm going to let y'all go, and I thank y'all for watching this video, and make sure you like, subscribe, and share, and holla at your girl. Yo.